Hit me.
Okay.
We should start the episode with that clip.
Don't try me.
Don't give me ideas. I know how to edit. I'll move that clip around.
I know what to do. In case you don't speak and sing.
I don't know if you guys can see or not, but I'm wearing lashes.
She's a woman tonight.
I have very eventful blinks.
At 9:30 at night on a Friday in my apartment.
She transformed.
She transforms.
With your foundation.
And my beauty blender.
Beauty blender. Which that was a situation in the beginning.
More like a beauty blunder. Because it was intense. It was a moment in time for both of us.
Really
I looked
was.
over and you were just like,
A
I need an doll.
A potato. I did too much.
You were like Connie the day with the concealer. She was in whiteface at work.
She was appropriating
corporate culture.
She really was.
She was truly just like a geisha at her desk.
That's the best. She underestimated the It Cosmetics concealer.
It was It Cosmetics?
It Cosmetics, like something.
The Bye Bye Under Eye?
Something like that.
I hear Bye Bye Under Eye is the real thing though.
Yeah.
You don't mess with Bye Bye Under Eye like that.
She said dollop, dollop, dollop.
It's the word on the street.
White out.
No, I saw what she was doing. She put a whole lot.
She put lines all over her face. I miss her.
I miss her too.
Fucking bitch.
But you know what? She's making more money.
Get your coin.
She's getting them coins. She's gonna be nice for what? Which leads me into my first peak this week. So, my first peak of this week is because there's a couple. There's 3 in total.
Okay.
And then I have like a couple. You're gonna like them, I think.
Okay.
I digress. My first peak is Drake releasing the song and music video for Nice for What.
The one where he's on Heelys?
The one where he's literally on like a hoverboard or some shit. Like is he on Heelys? Coasting around the room.
I really hope he's on Heelys. They never show his feet, I don't think.
They don't. They just show him like coasting around though with like a lady in the middle dancing.
I think so.
Yeah. But anyways, Nice for What. Love it. Live for it. We stan a women supporting icon.
There's so many celebrities in that.
Let's name a few. The white lady.
I don't know.
What is her name?
She's in
Olivia
the Americans.
Wilde?
Olivia Wilde, yeah.
Olivia Wilde. I hope that's her name.
I like the part where she's like pouring something like on
Letitia. I forget her last name, but Letitia Wright. Letitia Wright from she's Shuri in Black Panther.
Yeah. She's in it.
Letitia.
I don't know her.
Letitia, right?
Yeah, the little sister in Black Panther. Mm-hmm. She
Shuri
was great.
from Black Panther. She is in the music video, along with.
Isn't Janelle Monáe in it for like a hot second?
I think so.
Ooh,
the hair at the table with the men.
There's this lady who was in the show on like the CW or like something where she had like big hair. She was like the sister. I don't know her name. I don't know any of these people's names.
Tracee Ellis Ross.
Tracee Ellis Ross. Yes.
Tracee Ellis Ross.
She was in it. She was like.
Loved her.
It was great.
Who else? Emma Roberts randomly.
In a pool.
Drake thinks Emma Roberts is like a baddie. So there you go.
I love Emma Roberts.
Emma Roberts plays a good bitch.
She really does.
She plays a good bitch, and I respect that.
Yeah.
My cat's making me nervous. Hey, Legend, what are you doing? Oh, I should have named her Legend. Legend, icon, and star. I could have had something set up here.
Imagine if you had like 3 kids and you would named one Legend and another one Icon and then another one Star.
And then one of them just like Greg.
Bill.
Someone's got to be the roadie.
Yeah.
No, but okay, Nice for What came out really good. I don't know if you've read the lyrics to the song.
I haven't. I've only seen the music video.
Do you know what it's about?
That's it. No.
I could be wrong, but from what I understand by reading the lyrics, it's about Drake realizing that the woman he likes doesn't fucking need him, and him starting to respect her because of the fact that she brings stuff to the table too.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So, that's a real one in your reflection without a follow, without a mention. You got to be nice for what to these? You're really piping up on these N-words. You got to be nice for what to these N-words? And he talks about how she's able to afford nice things without him. So I thought that was pretty cool.
I need to give it another listen because I literally just watched the video last weekend, and that's it.
It's good. It reminds me of the conversation I had with my mom a few weeks ago where I was like, Mom, why don't you shop at H-E-B anymore? She's like, because I can afford Randall's without you guys. When I'm not supporting you, ungrateful pieces of shit.
Speaking of people settling for pickle juice, we had a conversation about Nicki Minaj earlier this afternoon.
We did, and that was what I told you. We accepted the pickle juice.
We were talking about Ariana Grande and her new single. Let's just talk about new music.
Okay, so let's start with some new music. What do you want to go by first?
Hey, let's talk about Ariana Grande because I feel like that one was just good. It was a decent, solid single.
No Tears Left to Cry. It's about her coping with the whole England, UK incident that happened with the bombing there. It was a shooting. Bombing? I think it was bombing at her concert. She went dark for a little bit.
Yeah,
she disappeared.
She did the concert.
She did do the benefit concert, but she was going through it at the concert.
I didn't see
like Miley Cyrus had to get out on that stage and like walk her through like singing again.
Yeah.
Like she had to really pick herself up. But there's no tears left to cry. She's moved on.
Is there a video?
We stand
for
a
that?
recovered legend. Huh?
She really is. She's like a decent person.
She is.
Seemingly.
Yes.
The most scandalous thing that she's done is like lick a donut.
Lick a donut and say she doesn't respect America, which I mean,
who does?
Sis. Okay.
She foreshadowed.
I think we talked about it like earlier on in the podcast, like during one of the first episodes, like her donut licking incident, maybe, like just in passé, and I think I may have been negative about it, but like honestly,
no, she's everything.
Yeah, like okay, I accept it.
Yeah,
that's not pickle juice. That's like funfetti frosting.
So how do you feel about well, we talked about it earlier, but how do you feel about Barbie Tings
specifically
and Chun-Li?
Okay, in unison, in tandem.
Well, I don't want to be this bitch to compare the two, but Invasion of Privacy also, like, we listened to
Can you believe that Drake only gave her till sunset when he released Nice for What?
What do you mean? Oh, after
fucking Invasion of Privacy came out, and then literally like
he was like
7 o'clock told, he was like, you know what, she had her fucking day. It's nighttime. These clubs got to get it bumping.
He pressed the big red button. He's like, no.
It's ladies' night somewhere. And Drake let him have it. Drake let the girls have it.
I think Nice for What? I think Invasion of Privacy launched right after our last episode. So it's been out for a good 2 weeks.
Because we were talking about the artwork in the last episode. And like the tracks.
Be careful. I think we talked about be careful. It's how do you feel about it? I know we just steamrolled over Nicki Minaj. How do you feel about Nicki Minaj? I don't want to be the bitch to compare the two, but they're like the biggest female names
comparisons.
in hip,
they're comparing each other to each other.
Well, they are like debatably the biggest females in hip hop right now,
and they're debatably feuding.
I don't know about that.
She had like a Beats One interview, Nicki, where she talked about how.
Is there a cockroach?
No.
Oh.
My fat cat is doing the she was sleeping as soon as we turned this.
I'm just happy that she can figure out what the inside of the bag is, because last time I was here with we were here with Wingstop, and I had a big brown bag, and she I was putting a toy, her crinkly toy, I think, on the inside of the bag, and she would like literally run to the other side of the bag and be like,
where'd it go? It's in the void.
And I'm like, it's inside.
It's in the ether. It's beyond reach.
It was great. So what did she say in her interview?
She said that basically when
Nicki?
Yes. So Cardi in an interview when they talked about the collaboration for Motorsport.
Yeah.
She said that Nicki sent in a verse and she made her verse, and then after she heard her verse, she took her verse back and redid another one.
I heard about that.
But she's like, that's not the verse that I heard when we did the thing.
Her verse wasn't finished or something like that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah. So there was some shade about that, and Nicki mentioned it in the Beats One interview, and she was like, and it was kind of crappy to me that she said that she texted like whichever the Migos is fucking Cardi, and said like, well, will you please say something? And he's like, if you were my girl, I would. Like verbatim, I think that's what he told her. Like, if you were my girl, I would, but like otherwise, no. And she said, and that really hurt me because I thought like we were really cool, and I didn't have a problem with her, and I didn't understand why it happened. But like, who am I to believe in this situation?
Yeah, but she's the one who said the line.
Yeah. So it was kind of one of those moments that was just like, fine, whatever. Throw her a bone, throw a slug, whatever you can. But in Invasion of Privacy, what do I think? I think that when you look at the Wikipedia and how many people produced it, of course it's going to be an okay album. Because when you take a look at, if you compare Pink Friday to Invasion of Privacy, let's do that.
First albums to first
see the
album.
amount of collaboration on the albums. You'd see the amount of producers and people involved. Because if you take a look at Invasion of Privacy, there's a shitload of people on that album.
Yeah.
And it doesn't bother me necessarily because, of course, the artists are going to collaborate. And Cardi B, like, if you think she fucking wrote Be Careful on her own with her fucking grammar, then, like,
nobody.
Come on.
I don't think she wrote probably any of those songs on her own.
Doubt it. But
co-writer.
I think in terms of creativity, I think Nicki would have it on her. But in terms of, like, artistry and ability to collaborate, probably Cardi. That being said, I know Invasion of Privacy has hoe anthems on it, and, like, everyone's gonna twerk on it.
Who do you think is a better lyricist? Pink Friday to Invasion of Privacy.
Pink Friday to Invasion of Privacy.
I honestly don't remember Pink Friday a lot because I didn't bump that album a lot. I remember
Pink Friday, and I would say Pink Friday. Honestly,
it's quicker,
and for the time that it was made, you know what I mean? Invasion of Privacy gets lost in a sea of music just like that.
Yeah, that's true.
And Pink Friday stood out at the time that it was made.
But then again, there
was nothing, Eminem on the first album,
but there was nothing to compare it to at that point.
That's true.
There was nothing to compare it to at that point.
That's true because the rap game was not saturated with women the way it is right now. That's also very true.
It's apples to oranges, to be honest. And like I said, I didn't want to be that bitch, but, like, I'm excited.
I would say more like gourds to.
You know all these tomatoes. Fancy fruits. I know apples and oranges.
Like shaped like a gourd, you know. That's why.
Are the gourds the ones that go like this?
The ones like
that. Like dicks. The outfit that she's wearing in Barbie Tings, the preview. She's turning into
her
a
just
gourd.
Walking up to the camera in the Chun-Li outfit. I was just like, how does, like...
I've only seen, like, a background thing where she's talking to, like, her makeup artist or wardrobe person. She's like, I want to wear a trench coat, like a latex trench coat. And I want to, like, I haven't seen the video yet. I don't know what you're talking about.
It'll be very interesting to see what she does in the videos. That being said, I am a bigger fan of what Nicki Minaj put out just because she's more familiar, I guess.
I think Nicki has, like, creative vision when it comes to her outfits, her production design.
At this point, she's tenured, though.
Yeah, and what she's gonna put her name on. I think she has a more creativity in that way.
Yeah.
I think I honestly really like, because I don't like the genre that Cardi B falls into, really, but I like her enthusiasm. I like her, like, transparency.
I like her as an influencer, but I don't like her as an artist.
Yeah. I like
I want her to win, but maybe
I'm
not
just,
in
like,
music.
rooting for her. Oh no, I think she's gonna have a decently long career if she can handle. I mean, now she's fucking pregnant, or she's been pregnant, but if
which
she can,
may or may not be a detriment to her career at this point because we don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, because
but I mean, she twerked on stage at Coachella.
She did. Speaking of Coachella, Beyonce.
Are we there? Are we done with that conversation?
Yes, we're done.
Is it out?
That was my segue.
Beachella 28 motherfucking teen. Let's talk about it. HBCU theme. I live. A complete, like, orchestrated moment in time. I live. She looked like the bottle to Dannon yogurts. You know, like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Ugh. Can
you believe? Beyonce invented Coachella.
Can you believe that?
You're being so gay right now.
Do you believe?
Can you believe?
No.
Do you even believe in Beyonce?
I mean, I cannot believe.
What was your favorite part? I didn't see the intro, but I stayed up until 3 morning.
I think it was Weekend 2, the clip that I saw of her and Solange trying to pick each other up and they fall. And then they wiggle their legs in the air.
I haven't seen that.
Just being silly.
Oh, that's cute.
Just two gals having a good time.
Aw.
Both weekends, Destiny's Child came out, which I thought was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly and Michelle got 2 checks that week.
They stayed in town.
Yeah. They were like,
or maybe not. They probably flew.
I'm at the Hilton Inn and Suites. Where are you at?
Yeah.
Sis? Holiday Inn.
I'm
at the Four Seasons. What are you doing? You want to come over? Let's get some ice. Let's run barefoot to that machine.
Yeah.
So I know they had a great weekend, but where were Sir and Rumi?
Who are the twins?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't even seen them.
She's Beyonce, Beyonce when she's ready.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
I'm patient. I have nothing but time.
I have nothing but time for Beyonce.
I'm still expecting these twins.
Any day now. didn't either expect
but it was legendary. Like, we all knew it was gonna be good, but I didn't know it was gonna be that fucking long. I'd been to one of her concerts,
hours.
and her concerts were not that long. Her concert was not that long.
Well, I mean,
I want my money back. No, I don't, because I can't afford to go to Coachella.
No, literally, I think one, it was the cost of the Coachella tickets, and two, it's people that went to Coachella 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
Expecting Beyonce, and all you get is Lady Gaga.
Aww.
No tea, no shade to Gaga, because, like, you know, Joanne was a moment in time that I didn't personally like, but a lot of people did.
It was different.
It was different, but was it good?
Yes, subjectively. I said subjectively.
Wait until all the "Can We Stop Pretending Joanne Was a Good Album" memes come out. Mark my words.
That's rude.
Mark my words. The gays are gonna be like, finally, it's over.
But now I'm thinking, like, what's your next move, Gaga? What's gonna happen next? Broadway?
Who cares? Let's talk about Beachella. I wonder if she's gonna have the same, like, that merch at her concerts for, like.
I was really underwhelmed. Well, it's the On the Run tour.
On the Run tour
that she's doing next. So I don't know.
I
was really underwhelmed with her Formation merch. It was kind of lame.
Although the boycott Beyonce shirts,
that was cute.
I could not.
That was cute. But, like, I can make that.
Imagine hating Beyonce, going to her website and buying a boycott Beyonce shirt.
I can get some iron-on letters at Walmart and make that.
Yeah, but, like, Yenny wouldn't be giving her your money.
Genuine. I gave her my money. I gave her $400 to see her show.
Give Beyonce enough money for doing what she does.
That's true.
I bought Lemonade twice, and I will say that till the end of time. That needs to be on my, like, tombstone.
Yeah.
Bought Lemonade twice.
I know I give you life.
She brings it to me every ball.
Yes, she does.
I say bring it, she brings it, and then I can't carry.
I love that. Oh my God. I love that these eyelashes, I literally can't see.
You're like a blind woman. Do you need a stick?
I like that she keeps her legendary, like, dance moves. Like, not just the ones, like, single ladies where, like, she did the dance moves on the video, but, like, the stuff that she's toured on, like,
well, I mean, that's her choreography.
Yeah, she has choreography associated to, like, some of the songs that she's been touring on for forever, since, like, the Miss Carter. That's when I started watching, like, shows online. And she's kept them. Like, she's kept the twins from when she did, like, Who Run the World.
Oh, the boys.
Girls. Yeah, the twins. It's great. Like, that's what I enjoy, because when I went
Where's Bibi?
Who's that? The guitar player? She came out. Oh, I don't know if it's her. I don't know if it's her or not.
I don't know if it's her. Bibi's retired. Bibi had to go bye-bye.
Bibi had to go bye-bye. I don't know if it's her. She had a guitar player come out, but I don't remember. I don't know.
Because I remember Bibi was, like, the girl that she had come out and play guitar with her.
Mm-hmm. She had someone come out, but I don't know if it was her. Yeah.
Yeah.
The band. I love me a good fucking full marching band.
Is that what they're called?
She had a full band.
Just imagine hiring, like, an army of extra people, so you be, like, the most extra. But it's all orchestrated. And
she does so much choreography. My knees hurt for her, and I was sitting on my ass in my bed.
Do you love how Jay-Z was, like, he, like, ran out to the middle of the stage to, like, start his set with her, and he was, like, winded. Meanwhile, she was, like, perfectly poised.
And, like, still going through choreography.
Yes. She, like, did a cartwheel over him as he came out, and then she, like, hits a high note, and then he's, like...
You know what I saw the other day that I loved? It was, like, fans that can sing well that get the mic.
Rihanna, when she got shook by that fan, and she was like,
she, like, looked at him like, it was so cute. Yeah, it was a bunch of those. It was, like, Michael Bublé, Beyonce, Rihanna, Jessie J, a bunch of people, like, a whole compilation.
I will never forget the girl that Beyonce walked up to at that concert, and she was like, no, I can't sing during Halo, and she makes her go, ooh, and she just is fucking crying because she's like, everyone hates me.
I would love to be hated like that. I would love to be hated for that reason, to ruin a Beyonce concert with my ugly ass voice.
It was like the staff of it was like the lasso of truth. When she, like, put the mic in front of her face, she was like, no, I can't. Ooh. Like, it was like instant. Like, she couldn't stop it from happening. And she's like, but I have to sing because it's Beyonce.
It's Beyonce. Beyonce is telling me to sing.
What am I going to do? Not sing for Beyonce? And, like, reading this is a crowd full of people.
Yeah.
I can't make it to the other.
You would get jumped. You would get jumped because your face is on it.
She didn't sing for me. Get her. Like, I couldn't. Oh, no.
I know. I wonder what Beyonce's reaction would be though.
She'd probably be humble about it. She'd probably be like, "Oh, baby."
It'd be something annoying, like something annoyingly like modest.
Just a ciao, and then like walk back to the stage.
Yeah,
that's all it would be.
Girl. Okay. Oh my god.
Beachella.
Beachella. Get your tickets now.
Yeah. Oh, I'm winded.
My knees hurt. I want to just by remembering. So one last thing that okay, so do you have any other I'm lying. There's this thing that I wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
So our staples for this podcast so far have been our chancla.
Oh, I know what you're gonna do.
Which is like, what am I gonna do?
I know what you're gonna do. Go ahead, keep going.
Stop it. Exposed. We do the chancla, which is like, how would you even describe it at this point?
To describe a chancla, it's just something negative, something that we don't like.
Something we ain't been feeling lately.
We personally, so like I could have a chancla and you love it.
Yeah.
But that hasn't happened yet.
I know.
Not quite. Not yet.
We've had chanclas that have matched before.
That's weird. I don't like
a pair of chanclas. We've had a pair of chanclas before. But I wanted to propose. Will you be my husband? I wanted to. Oh, it's happening for a moment like this.
I have bad circulation. I can't wear a ring.
Oh my god. I wanted to propose a new segment.
Okay.
And before I give you the names of the segment that we can pick from, I wanted to describe what I think it could be.
Okay.
So every episode, it kind of can go anywhere, honestly.
Yeah.
But the things that anchor us down are our chancla and our peak of the week. So like something that's like a little negative that we haven't been feeling, and something that's like we've been excited for, or that whatever.
What we're currently living for.
Yeah. And so for the most part, we both come with like topics that we kind of want to talk about, and then it just goes wherever it goes. So I wanted to propose some like quick little, I guess it would be kind of that what we already bring, but like little topics like today, the music that we talked about, we just wanted to hit on it for a second. Like little quick things to start our podcast with, to start off the podcast. And so these are the two options for the names that I wanted to propose.
So like crowdsource questions.
Not necessarily crowdsourced. They don't have to be anybody else's ideas. They can still be ours, but it's just something that we know it's going to be like 5 minutes or less.
We can't use hot tops.
Why?
The read does that.
Bitches. I knew it was somebody else's idea. Anyways. No. Well, then maybe
warm up.
Maybe we can revisit it. Because I really liked hot tops, and I couldn't think of I was like, that's a really good idea.
What about like huevos?
What?
Huevos, like eggs.
Why?
Because we're scrambled.
Oh my god.
What? I like it. Was that bad? No, I think it was fun.
It just caught me off guard.
Oh, like when you meant balls or something?
Yes. I'm like, why?
Balls this week. No. What about huevitos?
Huevitos. I like huevitos.
Huevitos.
We
have a huevito.
Because it's like plural, so it's multiple. I like it. Oh my god. This is meat and potatoes all over again.
Oh, I like that.
I like huevitos. You know what? Yeah. So I don't know.
Let's sit on it. Let's sit on our balls.
Let's sit on our huevitos and see how that goes. Because I mean, we kind of already do that anyways. We both have like a list of things that we want to talk about, and so I don't know if it would be too much to bring little things that we want to talk about and then still the things we want to talk about, because it's just gonna happen naturally anyways. But that's what I want to propose. I don't know if it's gonna work, but
we'll have to like workshop.
We'll have to audition it.
We'll talk about it off cam.
Yeah.
We always workshop everything off cam, and then we have a decision when we film it.
Yeah. Okay. So we talked about Beyonce's Coachella performance. Have you?
Do you have any? Yeah. Go ahead.
Yes, I do. My peak of the week, and you've seen it too. A Quiet Place.
Oh hell yeah!
You go to the movies a lot more than I do.
I do.
So
I go like every week if I can.
Yeah. So anytime I go to the movies, it feels like
that was so bougie to say, but I honestly do.
Yeah. No, it's good though, because you keep up with the times.
I'm up on the pop culture.
Mm-hmm. Every time I go to the movies, I feel like it's an event, and I have to I don't just go for whatever movie.
When I go, it's literally like a ballet. Like I walk in, my boyfriend gives me money to go get the popcorn and drinks, and I take our place in line.
It's like rehearsed.
He buys the tickets and then he gives me that and he's like, I'll go. Here's my card to get the stuff. Like he gives me his little movie points card and then he disappears to go pee because he always has to pee. And then he comes back and then he like gets his Coke and then walks away with the popcorn and the Coke and then I get my Coke and I get the receipt and then I walk back and then we both walk to the theater together. It's like
timed.
We're Virgos. Did I mention we're Virgos? Like it's just always timed. Everything's timed.
I get there exactly 5 minutes before the previews start. I already have snacks in my purse, a bag of Takis, just in case. And I go get a slushie, and I say, "Oh my god, it's starting!" And then I was like, "Oh, it's like 20 minutes of previews. It's fine. We know what seats we got." And then I go pee, and then I go sit down, and then I was like, remember, and then I remember that I like for having fruit snacks, and so I go get fruit snacks.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a mess. I'm a Scorpio. I don't know if you noticed.
You are a fucking Scorpio.
I hate being like early. I hate being like more than 10 minutes earlier than the previews. Because what the hell am I supposed to do?
Get stuff at the concession stand. Because
that's what
if
the
it's a
previews
busy
are for.
night and there's a line? Nancy.
Beat people up. No, I've had one person, or I know one person in my life who is like, it's like their major like personality pet peeve that they hate being late to movies. They have to watch the previews. They have to be in their seat before the preview starts.
They gotta know what's coming.
Slightly,
all the plebes do.
Yeah, slightly before the previews.
That's the reward for going to the movies, is like getting the previews.
I like watching the previews too, but I know I'm not gonna watch any of those fucking movies. Rampage, get the hell out of here.
You can go to hell with that. Unless they're showing titties for The Rock, I don't care.
Unless they're showing The Rock's titties.
Right.
His huevitos.
Yes.
He just had another baby girl. Congratulations, The Rock.
What is he gonna have a boy though? There needs to be another. There needs
when
to be
when he finally has you. That's when he has a boy.
Okay. Whoa, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, the movie house. Before their previews, you know how like when you go to movies too early, there's like that Maria Menounos thing, and she's like, "I'm Maria Menounos, and this is Moofy or whatever fuck shit she has going on." Good for her. Whatever. I'm happy she's getting a check. Movie house before the movies plays, they'll sometimes do that kind of thing, Newbie or whatever, and then sometimes they just play OBGYN commercials.
Hot.
And gynecologist ads.
I need a reminder.
Because you can rent your theater shit out to whoever you want if they showed up early.
You really can. It's ad space.
Yeah.
The ads have taken over.
And let me tell you, that doctor knows everyone at my fucking movie theater's pussy, I swear. Because every time we walk in early, I'm like, oh, it's that guy talking about vaginas.
Yeah.
My boyfriend's like, again? Because, like, I guess, like, no one else realizes they can pay for ad space in Austin at that movie theater.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Little theaters are weird. I love it.
I like that one time we went in when they first opened. We went in and they're, it's actually on my Twitter or my Instagram, a photo of the desktop. Of their like Windows XP desktop.
Oh yeah.
Because the movie app that they use, whatever, crashed during the previews.
That happens like if you stay late, like past the credits, it'll go out and you'll see their desktop. I think it's great. It's like they're just quick timing it. They're just a glorified quick time. So yeah, A Quiet Place. It's a movie by what's his name? John Krasinski.
John Krasinski
From The Office fame. How did you feel about it? I really liked it.
I really liked it too.
Are you into like scary movies or like?
No, I like a horror movie and I don't like jump scares. I was glad that this movie was more horror and not like just classical scary with like jump scares everywhere.
The new scary.
Yeah, I don't like the big scary.
So what convinced you to go? Did you know what it was about?
Mark made me.
Does he like scary movies? Yeah,
he's like a sci-fi kind of guy.
I like scary movies a lot.
So with
did he know what it was?
He knew what it was.
I had no idea. I just
sometimes
knew that
he goes to see movies without me, and then he'll go with me because he wants to see it again.
Okay,
he's one of those guys.
That's interesting.
And he'll go see a movie if he knows that I don't want to go see it. He'll go see it and then be like, "You wouldn't like it. I'm glad I went to go see it without you."
Oh wow!
Now he's like, now I don't have to take you.
Yeah, and I have the gratification of.
And I think he went to go see A Quiet Place by himself because he was now in hindsight I'm like he went to go see it by himself because he was like, "Oh, it's not that scary." He was like, "There's like probably 2 jump scares."
Yeah.
He's like, "And I'll do this to let you know it's gonna." Yeah. So in the theater, he'll just go like.
I would hate that because I feel like I can already anticipate for the most part in a movie that's like not super innovative, which is every movie nowadays. I feel like I can anticipate it like coming. Sometimes. Like the part where they're in that corn container. What is it? The big.
Oh yeah.
Is it a silo? I don't know what a silo is. I'm just saying
that. Yeah.
It's a ship, the big thing where they have the corn. They were in
a
there.
water tower for corn.
Yeah, and they fell in it, and the kid was like sinking, and then the monster was like following the noise, obviously, and it fell in. I literally counted. I went 3, 2, 1, and it fell in. It's like you can time it because it's like editing has a rhythm, and I was just like, God damn it, I hate that I do that because I ruin it for myself because for the most part it happens. What was your favorite part?
My favorite part
of the movie?
I think we know what my favorite part was.
Oh, the shotgun.
Spoiler alert! These are my asterisk hands.
Oh, let's say what the movie's about.
Okay. Plot of the movie is near future. John Krasinski, Emily
Post-apocalyptic.
Post-apocalyptic. John Krasinski and Emily Blunt have a family of 2,
3.
3.
Oh, there's a spoiler right there.
Oh yeah, 3 at the beginning, and.
Spoiler alert.
I mean, they got the asterisks. They have a family of 3 at the beginning of the movie, and they're in the near future where aliens have come via meteorites.
Is that what it was?
Yep. I watched that guy that does reviews on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
And you can tell in, like, the clips where it shows the movies, the newspapers in the movie, where it's like, okay, things have landed on Earth from meteorites.
Oh, okay.
And
aliens.
They're creatures that are blind, but they have supersonic hearing, and that's what they use.
Giant, like, ear cavity holes. It's nasty.
They don't necessarily hunt. They just don't like sound, and they prefer silence. So they kill you if you're loud, essentially.
Yeah.
And the movies,
because they never show them like eating.
They don't eat them. They just like kill them because they're making noise. Too loud.
Me.
With noisy neighbors.
That is me at work. Shut up.
Yeah. So the movie goes basically as a slice of life at first. And then something happens that's bad.
They do time jumps. So it starts at like day like less than 100, and they're scouting for supplies and medicine. And they get caught in a situation
because one of them is sick.
One of them is sick. I think it's it looks like the flu because he's just like weak, can't move.
He's like sitting in the thing like alone.
And then some shit happens, and then they do a time jump, and then
Emily Blunt is pregnant now.
She's fucking pregnant, and it's probably like 100 day, like it's like probably like little less than a year from the last time you saw them in that general store getting supplies, and she's fucking pregnant, and they're prepping the little kid's room, which like a little kid in post-apocalyptic world
where you
already
have to be fucking quiet.
Where you have to, it's already not even just the quiet thing. It's like already
the
like,
baby box. Honestly, like I was shook. They have the baby box that they've built, and it's the near future after the incident that starts the movie off, and she's pregnant now. They're prepping the kid's room.
It's like soundproof basement situation.
Complete. They like dug a hole in one of the barns that they had at their home for them to actually keep her in, so that when she's nursing and stuff, the baby's underneath the ground in the soundproof home. And they're just trying to live. They've
laid sand in like weird paths in order for them to like step on. They're barefoot the entire time. They learned like sign language for the most part.
Well, because one of their main characters is deaf.
Oh yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
I think about that.
Yeah. So they have
they probably already know it. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't understand how she lived that long.
The deaf girl?
Yeah.
Me either. Me either. Suspension of disbelief.
Yeah, that was like, how the fuck is she in life?
God damn it! What was I gonna say? I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Let's just keep going with the plot then.
Yeah.
So they're trying to live their life while she's pregnant, and they're really like hardcore prepping for the fact that she's going to have the baby soon. And what triggers the events to happen? I think it was the nail.
Yes. Well, no, because they go. Oh, that moment is so sweet. The dad is trying really hard and focusing really hard on making a working hearing aid.
He keeps experimenting with hearing aids for his daughter to see if he can't get her hearing, so that way she has like a better chance of survival.
And he has like a whole basement situation on his own that the kids are not allowed in.
Yeah. Subplot: the daughter blames herself for the incident at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah. So she's like verge of being a teenager, or probably already a teenager, maybe like 12.
Burst into her teens.
Yeah. And she's just going through a lot, and that's very evident. And she's deaf, and she's in a fucking post, like there's a lot going on for her. She's probably the
what
most,
a shitty time to be a teenage girl.
Yeah, she's probably the most complex character in the whole movie, and
Yeah.
I think that actress really carried her weight. I mean, it was like hissy fit after hissy fit, but like she really, like, the writing was good where she didn't have to overact.
She acted without volume.
It was just right. It was just right.
Yeah.
And the dad is experimenting with these hearing aids, and he gives the one to her, I believe, right before he goes out to catch fish or collect fish.
And it doesn't work at all.
And she wanted to go with him. Yeah, it didn't work. She wanted to go with him, or she didn't even try. She tried it until like after he left because she wanted to go, but she's deaf, and like
he doesn't want to take her because he thinks
it's like
that,
a risk.
Yeah.
But she's just like, not today. You can go next time. I'm gonna take your little brother. And so the little brother goes with him, and he's terrified
because he doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to go.
He's fucking,
wants to stay with his
yeah,
mom.
dude. Those monsters are fast.
They're
like
fast.
28 days later, zombie fast. They run, and they're
faster than
tall.
that. They're big.
They're
fucking
big.
Scary cockroach-looking motherfuckers.
Yeah, they're big.
Ugh.
And he goes to collect the fish, and the dad, they're by a big river, like a stream.
Yeah.
And the dad is about to make a noise, and the kid's like, no, don't make it. Like, this is what I was gonna say. The the movie is so quiet. Did that, like, how did that make you feel, the fact that it was so quiet? Because like scary movie, I mean, you might not,
It like added a layer of suspense.
yeah.
Because
Did you
it was like,
talk? Did you talk at all throughout the movie? Did you say anything?
No.
No.
We're quiet during movies.
Yeah.
We hear people around us talk.
Mm-hmm. It made me so anxious because like you're hyper aware of everything around you, and the sound design was so beautiful in this movie because it's like literally you hear every step that they take. You hear their clothes rustling. You hear whenever the deaf daughter is on the screen, everything goes silent. It's
I
just
love
like
that it did that. That it was just like
so
it really
good.
portrayed how she could hear things, and I was just like, yes.
It was really, really good. But back to the plot. They go to the stream, and the dad is about to make a little sound, and he's like, little sounds, he's explaining to the kid because he has to know as he gets older. He's like, little sounds are okay because we're by something that's loud. If you're somewhere where that's quiet and you make a little sound, it's not okay because they can hear it. Big sounds, not okay. He's like, if there's something to distract them, it just falls within the noise. They can't pinpoint you, which is important for later on. But they go, the like biggest, sweetest moment is like when they go by the waterfall and they're behind the waterfall, and he screams. The dad just screams, and the little kid fucking shits his pants because he's like, no. And he's just like, no, it's okay,
scared.
like you're fine. And then they have like a moment to
That's
talk
like a
about
dad son moment though, where the dad
Yeah.
like totally fucks his kid up for a minute, and then
Yeah.
he's like, no, you're okay though.
Yeah. And then the kid screams too, and like they talk about the daughter and how the daughter blames herself for
Yeah.
what happened before.
Which
And like
a deep conversation to have with the child at that age.
the fact that it was never like I thought it was so great that the son didn't have to have a moment with the daughter privately to be like, dad doesn't blame you for blah blah blah, like, it was so permeable in the atmosphere that she felt guilty, and he had that moment totally separate, like with his own agency with his dad, and she's like, you should tell her that you love her, right? Because like it's cool that you're protecting us and you're keeping us safe and all this
But
stuff,
she feels like you fucking hate her.
but she feels like you blame her
Yeah.
for this. And he's like, no, not at all. And she's like, okay, tell her.
He's like, I'm not the one you should be telling that to.
He's like, yeah, be an adult, dad. Grow
Yeah.
up.
Grow up. Be serious, John.
I love that none of them have names.
Shout outs to Emily Blunt for pushing a baby out of her pussy in complete and utter silence.
And terror with a hole in her foot because she stepped on a nail. Okay, by the way, that nail was in the middle of a board. It had no business there. It was not holding anything down. It was pointed up. Whoever made those stairs, they were playing games. They were playing games. I got so mad. I think that's the point where I talked in the movie. I was like, I told my friend Kim, I was like, Kim, that nail was sticking upside down in the middle of those stairs, in the middle of a board. That nail had no business there, and she just laughs. I was so mad. And she still didn't, like, she couldn't hammer it down or take it out. It was one full of blood. She had a hole in her foot, and the fucking monsters were coming after her. But I was just like, why wouldn't you take it off? Like, why wouldn't you, like, put a sign or, like, put something over? I don't know. I was just so mad. Every time they came in that area, I was just like, the nail. It was like the other villain in the movie. It was great. It was, and then when the monsters went underwater.
With the baby, when it was like floating, and then the monster goes,
because it just started flooding out of fucking nowhere. It showed what was pouring the water, but like the basement where they had the baby in the nursery was flooding, and then the monster was down there and it just went underwater, and I was like, these bitches can fucking swim. Are you kidding me? The ending was great. Oh, it was so good. If you haven't seen it, just go watch it. It's really it's a solid scary movie. It's a solid creature feature if you're into monster
very
movies.
Much so. I enjoyed it.
Very good.
Thought it was really good.
How do you feel about I want to talk about my chancla really quick.
Yeah.
Really, really quickly, because it's going to be like a 5-second thing.
Okay.
So the last episode that we filmed was the week before Jersey Shore was going to premiere. You are a passive fan. I am a fanatic. How do you...
I'm having the same relationship with it as I did when it originally aired.
Which was?
It's just, I watch it when I watch it. I'll watch the whole... I'll watch it as,
full episode.
I'll watch it chronologically, but sporadically.
Okay. I'll
like watch like the next episode probably tomorrow.
Well, we've seen the first 2-3 episodes. The first 2. How did you feel about those now that they're older, wiser?
Snooki still knows how to turn the party.
She really does.
Dina needs to just let it go. And Ronnie is still hot garbage. Vinny and Polly, exactly the same. Mike is learning his lessons.
How do you feel about
New Mike? We'll see.
I feel like the essence of Mike the Situation is still there, because Mike the Situation, I watched the very, very first episodes when they were driving to the location, and he's very... I'm assuming he was sober. I don't know. But I'm assuming he was sober, but he's very, like, about himself. Like, I don't want to say narcissist because that's, like, very extreme, but he was very, like, ego-driven. Like, he knew that he looked good. And he knew...
No, I don't.
Yeah, he knew that he looked good. He felt good about himself. He's very, very confident, very egotistical, which is not my vibe. But I think he still has that in the sense of, like, when he talks about himself, it's in high regard. Even though he's going through like a transition of being sober or whatever.
He's still not humble.
But he's not humble about it. And I like that because it shows that he's been himself the entire time.
Character development.
It's forced character development. Court-issued character development.
Use me for character development.
That's what I've said to every single ex-boyfriend.
Same.
Plot twist. How you haven't seen this episode, but allegedly, and this is my actual chancla, allegedly Ron makes a mistake with Thoughty at a club.
I mean, what else do you do at clubs?
He's not single though. He's an expectant baby daddy.
I mean, that doesn't mean he's not single.
That's rude. That was exactly his mentality, Miguel. Now I'm mad at you.
I'm just saying like he could be with that girl, but they could like not be invested the way she thinks they are.
I think the way one of our coworkers, who's also a fanatic, told me today, because I was like, spill the beans. I'm going to see it tonight anyways, and I'll just get my fill then. And she's like, he wakes up the next morning full of regret full of the stories that his roommates are feeding to him. Like a goddamn
man.
Like a man. And he tries calling her, FaceTiming her a bunch of times, and she doesn't answer because before he gets on the phone and tries to talk to her, Mike talks to his girlfriend, now fiance because they got engaged. Mike talks to his girlfriend and says, hey, do you know that like Ronnie's girl is like pissed because she saw something on Instagram that people tagged Ronnie and are tagging her, showing that he was like grinding up on this girl at the club.
Oh, so she's been new because people like, I forgot because I'm so used to like... It's like he doesn't think... I mean, I'm certain that this is like the producers of the show working their magic on them. Yeah. But like, he should be smart enough to know that...
He's going to get recorded. By plebes.
That he has money and she knows he has money.
He's
like, one mistake away from child support.
But like, he's in the VIP section. He's only with Jersey Shore cast members in that VIP section for the most part. Lights and cameras at a club. Like, even if they weren't of Jersey Shore MTV fame, anybody who's in a club with lights and cameras at them are gonna get recorded and posted online. Yeah. At least with the tag, who is this guy?
Yeah, so I feel like it's
gonna get back to them. Mm-hmm. So he must have been plastered. Yeah. I don't know if he was like blackout drunk. Like, I can't apologize because I don't know what I did drunk. Mm-hmm. Or if he really just was like an actual lapse of judgment.
I have no idea. honestly.
But she got tagged, and that's terrifying. Because I up until our coworker told me that, I was like, oh no shit. Everybody can record you and post you and blast you immediately.
There's no pause.
Yeah, there's no. Oh, I'll tell her in the morning because she already knows. She's been tagged.
Yep.
She's got all the angles.
Yep.
That made me sad. That's my little chunkla. I just don't like sketchy boys.
Oh, that's like Jersey Shore though.
Boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys with us. But like, do what you want. It's your vagina, your body, your rules. I want to talk about one of my chanclas, which I have another peek. Do you want my last peek or a chancla?
Let's do a peek. Let's Offset. Oh, that's her fiance's name, Offset. Cardi B.
Okay.
Full circle.
That's a full circle, mama. Xanthi Barrillo, the McRib girl, making rounds again this year regarding a 2015 video of her speaking to the Santa Clarita City Council regarding McDonald's corporate allowing regional managers to decide whether or not to serve the McRib at their locations that year.
What on earth?
There is a video of a young brown girl with neon pink hair.
Hot. Okay.
In a court-style outfit, pleading a case to a Santa Clarita council, saying that she is upset because the tradition of Thanksgiving has been ruined by McDonald's corporate this year.
But for not serving the McRib?
And instead serving an all-day breakfast, which she called...
Where is this bitch from?
Santa Clarita.
Where the hell is that? The only thing I know about
California,
Santa.
I think.
She would be.
Let's see. She called it a really poor substitute.
Can this girl learn how to cook?
It's my favorite video. You have to, and she's doing it in such a professional manner.
Wait. So she's recording herself, or she's actually in court?
No, she's in a courtroom, presenting her thoughts about this, saying the city needs to do something, and it's done in such a professional way.
This is why nothing can get done in our local government, because bitches like this think that they can come up, bitch about some fucking McRibs, and eat up our time when people cannot control their bodies.
This is literally, but. It's not a chancla because of the fact that she did it so professionally. I'll show you the video after this because it's like a 2-minute video, but it is everything, Nancy.
I hate this.
She is, at this point, I believe she's also spurred a career, quote unquote, on YouTube of being able to talk about things that she finds interesting that are actually politically relevant.
Okay.
So she's using her powers for good now. But before it was I wasn't sure if she was trolling or if she was actually just mad.
She trampolined into existence, crying over a McRib.
Yeah.
A McRib is not even like ribs. It's like a pressed slab of meat and
it's
like a
compacted meat.
I've never had one.
It's like a condensed meat covered in a special sauce.
But it has the shape of they put it in a mold.
It's not even the shape of a rib. It's the shape of a giant ruffle chip. It's good.
I'm not even. I don't know. I haven't tasted it. It's probably slathered in barbecue sauce, isn't it?
Yep. It's it's a McRib sauce. It's not barbecue sauce. It's a special sauce that they use only for that. It's pretty. The sauce is good. I like it with fries.
I mean, I have nothing against McDonald's. I'll eat McDonald's and I'll have myself a hot and spicy all day, every day, and a big large fries with some buffalo sauce. But I don't fucks with the McRib. I don't fuck with anything else. I think I've had the fish fillet thing.
Oh hell no, no thank you.
Fillet of fish. I've had one of those once, and I got confused by what tartar sauce was, so I didn't have it again.
You were like, never mind.
And then I had the one thing that was beef and mushrooms and Swiss cheese, because I was high and it sounded good, and it was.
Okay.
Probably because I was high, but I never had a McRib. Because it comes out it's like a limited edition thing. They only bring it up in special times, right?
Mm-hmm.
I never noticed that they brought it out on Thanksgiving.
They did.
Scorpio season.
Yes. So what I'm doing right now is I'm bringing up my chancla. Do you see where I went?
Tumblr.com. I can't even log into my Tumblr anymore. Your likes? Wait, did you find your connection to Russia?
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did.
You ready?
Yes.
So these aren't them. This is my
I thought it was it's really Legos, Miguel.
No, it's...
Skinny Legend! Mariah Carey,
I'm trying to find it. It's somewhere near the bottom. Let me get there.
So while you do that, can I talk about Poppy real quick?
Yes, you can.
And how do you know who Titanic Sinclair is?
Yes.
Okay. Can you describe Titanic Sinclair before I deep dive?
Titanic Sinclair is a musician producer. director, and he creates the soundboard that is Poppy, and he also helped produce Mars Argo.
Yes. What do you know about Mars Argo?
That one song where they talk about getting fucked, and her like that song that she talks about, the song where that's like really big, the one song that has really big, Using You. That's about having sex.
What's with these homies who been dissing my girl? Do they know?
We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's who I know Titanic Sinclair to be.
So his ass is getting sued by Mars Argo for emotional, physical abuse, stalking, and also taking, basically stealing her ideas and image from Mars Argo and like literally copying pasting them onto Poppy, because Poppy had a whole career as Poppy before Titanic, 2012 to 2014,
the money era,
where she was like brunette. She did bleach her hair blonde. Yeah, like the bathtub song, all of the bathtub songs, her
Bubble
EP
Bath,
Bubble Bath. I don't think that was produced, or it didn't have any Titanic in it, because it sounds super different than
way different.
Poppy
I liked
Computer.
it better.
It was better. But she had a whole music career. She played at like Playlist Live.
Yep.
She had this whole blooming career before I guess they met, because I think Titanic and Mars were based in Detroit beforehand.
Yeah.
And then they moved to LA for a hot second together. They were in a relationship and they broke up. And he apparently was really like emotionally manipulative, and at one point when they broke up, he was like physically abusive and like did not want to keep, they had an agreement to keep their relationship professional, and he could not do that. And so they broke up and just cut it off, and that's where Mars Argo like deleted all of their music, all their music videos from YouTube, all of their images together. Mars at one point just stopped social media altogether, and she like 2 weeks ago came out with what is it called,
an iOS press
release, and she's just like, guys, yes, I'm coming back, I'm working on new music, but I'm taking care of myself, and I don't know how stressful this is gonna be, but I want everybody to know that like I've been through some shit and I'm ready to come back, and I want to provide music and like entertainment for you guys, but I'm gonna look out for me. But yeah, she's basically suing him for like she had like TMZ like broke the news, and they have the whole lawsuit like page, like the legal document, and it's like it has pictures of
her lawyer, Regina George style, went to TMZ and went with the papers.
She's a fugly bitch. She like has pictures of her like literally like in a leopard coat, and then Poppy years later in a leopard coat, like pictures of her in like a pink bathtub, and then Poppy's album cover in a pink bathtub. Like it's super super single white female strange. And it's just, like I saw a couple videos just talking about the lawsuit, and also people not knowing that Mars existed. And I just think I'm happy for her, but people are coming after Poppy, and I think that's like I don't know,
she's just a vessel.
Yeah. I'm just like, I don't know if
I like her, and I like her singing voice when she's actually doing like the singing stuff that she was, not that mushy bullshit. That's not singing.
Yeah.
But
she's it's cute. I like the album. It's cute.
It's not to me. I think
it's
not.
It's like earworm cute. Like if you listen to it 4 times over and over and over, it like
I am disgusted.
Ah!
I don't respect it.
I like it.
That's not like creative to me.
It's not, and it's very, you can tell, because I really liked Mars Argo before, like a lot. I don't know how I found out about them. I think I watched like a YouTuber who liked them, and then I got into them, and I really liked their music before, and it was really good. But when you listen to his stuff, not with Mars Argo, I think they had broken up at that point. You can tell what his, and like I follow him on Twitter, I follow him on Instagram, so I know what his mentality is, and you can smell it all over the second half of the album for Poppy. Like you can tell that that's his influence, and it's weird.
Probably.
It freaks me out. Like if it freaks me out that she lets him have that much control over it, or somebody lets him have that much control over it, or influence over it, because it's her face and nobody knows who he is. Nobody really probably cares who he is. He's just like, but like even when she goes out to like TRL or something, he's there with her, and it's just like, what is your business here? Like even people asked, like,
I think it's so he's recognizable.
Yeah. And that's the part that irks me the most, because it's just like you're just like,
are you a producer or are you the artist?
yeah. And
Which
I
one
don't
are
think
you?
he
Just to make a
ever
claim.
I don't think he ever like says that I'm part of the creative team that
He's
makes
just
Poppy.
there.
He's just always there.
He's
And
like her keeper.
that's what he says. He's like, I'm here to make sure that she doesn't overheat, because like of like the robot fantasy that they want, or like the weird and an android fantasy that they want to perpetuate.
Which we already have one of those. She insulted Will Smith, so.
Who's that? What?
The lady that.
Oh, yes, the actual robot. Yeah.
The actual android.
And she's
Just
great.
living her best life.
She really is. The algorithms
She's
are on
getting
point.
her life. She's getting her digital life.
Yeah, I just think it's weird because he like imposes himself on all of her appearances and concert performances,
And it's
just
unnecessary.
like, it really isn't. It's just like, if you're gonna be a producer, just produce and be in the studio and then disappear. But you can tell that he wants the fame, and so it's just like, ugh.
He wants the celebrity.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Get it on your own.
yeah.
I don't know.
Like, if you're making all of this content, then what's stopping you from being?
Well, like the biggest he's been was with Mars and with Poppy.
Yeah.
Because whenever Mars Argo broke up, he kind of like, he still was making music, but it wasn't, nobody was there for it. And so he's just like latched onto these like really pretty blonde girls, and it's like weird.
That's really weird. That is really weird.
I fell into that rabbit hole yesterday. It was pretty bad. So what am I seeing right now on your
Oh, so
screen? Today is the anniversary of Stonewall. Oh yeah.
So
that was
these
just
are
a couple days ago.
So these are posts that I went through my blog, and I actually was able to find out who did what, because
On Tumblr.
Everything has this tagged in it. When you reblog something from your blog, it'll have this guy, and with this guy you're able to go through your blog and search it, because this doesn't change when you reblog stuff from people from like before Tumblr got its update. So I was able to look up who I liked and find the posts, but these are the posts that I liked.
How long did it take you to do this?
Like 10 minutes. I just had to go through my email that I got with all the names and look up the names.
Okay.
So this is the first one. It's just a photo series of a black African American woman. Actually, I don't know if she's African American. She's a black woman.
Well, you can be African American and not be black. You can be
A woman of
African
color
and not black.
with textured hair.
So you're right.
And let's see. It just says, can we talk about how dope black hair is? And it's her like hair being styled in a bunch of cool ways, like hands.
Yeah.
And I think it's actually really neat. It's like a really cute little photo set. And one of them's holding a flower. One of them's doing the heart hand. One of them's thinking. One of them's putting on her glasses for her.
That is so freaking cute. Okay.
It's really cute. This one is just like a funny meme. Happy LGBTQ, happy Pride to all my LGBTQ friends. Happy Kia Summer Sales Event to all my straight friends. Straight trademark friends. Like someone's just being memey, and then they were like, hey, I saw this post, and like a rant from a straight person being like, I want to have pride, why can't I have straight pride? And then at the end of it, someone being like, someone's not having a good Kia Summer Sales event. And that was kind of the end of it. I didn't like that many things. It was like 3 things, I think, 3 or 4.
What happens if you click on the blog?
Oh, and this one was one, and it's a video of this guy trying to skate, and he keeps like failing. And the video, there's
Is like this gang of moms raising money for a fucking soccer game or something?
They're not even. He doesn't even know them. They just were there. They just showed up, and they were like, "No, look, this is where you're messing up. This is what you're doing. We see what you're doing. You need to work on this right here." Like they're giving him the critiques.
I love it.
And they're rooting for him. They're filming him every time he tries. They don't know him.
I'm gonna cry.
They're telling him like, don't give up. This is where you're struggling. You can do it. And then they're like, after this one, they're like, do it one more time, because he almost lands it.
And he lands it.
And everyone's excited for him. Women who do not know him. And
yes, bitch.
He's like, they really gave this complete stranger the confidence he needed to complete a task. And then people are just like, this is warmth to my black heart. Black women are the center of life. Like, just, praising the fact that, like, as a community, you can come together and, like, give someone life and make them succeed. And then, again, just those posts.
Those are cute. Wait. So what happens when you click? Can you still click on those blogs?
No, because when you click on it, it's, like, deactivated. So, like, it's not actually a link. It's just basically letting you know, like, hey,
so, like, super harmless.
And it was, these are the people I reblogged them from. So I didn't even follow the blogs.
So, okay, because if I remember correctly in the last episode, you were explaining that, like, they were very specifically doing those posts to gain traction, and then they would sneak other kinds of
and they
posts
would
on their page.
sneak posts that basically
Like
propaganda, skewed news, fake news type of things.
But like all like interlaced with like really positive. Were they all reblogs or were they original posts? Do you know? Does it say?
Some of them were original posts. The ones that I was looking at were like some were reblogs, some were original posts.
Okay.
So it kind of just like varied.
Because those are all really like tender-hearted, like blogs.
Sweet memes.
Yeah.
Sweet memes, cool photos, just normal shit that anyone would reblog. But I'm assuming a sundry of people got these emails saying that because like, how do you know?
You didn't even follow them.
Nope. It was just something that my friends were reblogging.
Yeah.
And so like my friends have that email too, apparently.
Whoa. You're linked to Russia, dude.
I'm linked to
Russia. It goes deep.
This is my Russian link. Text it.
Oh my god. That's so scary.
I mean, you know.
It's whatever.
I love to have fun.
I like to have fun. I
love to have fun.
I'm excited. Okay, so we just finished our sixth episode of Drag Race. How do you feel about the competition so far? Because Snatch Game is the next episode. I'm really nervous.
How do I feel so far?
So Blair Sinclair just went home. Dusty Ray Bottoms is gone.
Miss Vanjie
is gone. I'm missing someone else. Mayhem Miller is gone. Kardashian.
Oh, that bitch.
What was her name?
Who cares?
Something Kardashian. She's gone. The Vanjie legacy lives on. It got mentioned this episode.
To this episode.
RuPaul was seen on the red carpet for whatever
with a Vanjie
nameplate. It was so great. I love that he dies every time Michelle's like Vanjie.
I love how candid RuPaul is this season.
He is
about having fun and like.
They're really relishing in this, like, what is it, an hour and a half episode? Is it an hour and a half? No, it's an hour.
They have an hour episode now.
Versus,
they have a good chunk of change.
Yeah, versus like what was it before?
That VH1.
That moolah.
That Viacom money, they've got it, mama.
It's showing. They did like all of this song.
I don't think I've ever been happier.
I don't think they've ever been happier. Because even Untucked got a facelift.
They're like, we have our own Red Bull fridge. We don't have to put everything in an igloo thing anymore.
In a Yeti.
We ain't got to open up an igloo like this. We open like this now.
What is it called? I am really happy that Monet Exchange was not in the bottom.
Yeah.
She got her moment to shine because she is funny.
She's funny.
She's candidly funny.
Yeah.
She's like Eureka funny, where it's like she just is funny. Yeah. Okay, can you talk about that moment really quickly?
So my cat has an automatic feeder. I'm going to give her a portion right now because she usually gets 2 at nighttime anyways. Do you want to do it?
Yeah.
So all you do when the blue thing shows up, you swipe right.
Where's right?
Other way. And then you hold it like you did earlier.
Manual feeding portion. Total 12 portion. You feed her 12 times a day?
No, she gets like 4.
3, 2, 1. Listen up, guys. And she just runs,
pummels her way through. She's just hungry, and she's just a fatty. She's not even starving because I fed her right before we started watching RuPaul's Drag Race.
Which is like what?
She didn't eat
2 hours ago.
Yeah, she's eaten. She's not starving, and she doesn't exercise, so I don't know what the fuck she's hungry for. She just likes to eat. No, she's only gotten 4 portions today, 1 manual and then 3 regular.
And can you adjust the amount of food that she gets?
Can I adjust it? Yeah, you can. Every feeding, I give her 1 portion because she's fat. And at nighttime, I give her 2 because there's about 8 hours at nighttime where I'm not awake and she's not getting fed.
And she totally leaves it because, like, earlier she went and she nibbled a little bit and then she left it and then she came back. Mm-hmm. And she finished it, but, like...
It's because now she knows.
What do you mean?
Now she knows she has to, like, portion out her servings because, like, otherwise you're not going to have it. So she snacks now, which is good. But it's allowing... you can do up to 20 portions per feeding.
Shit. So do they get smaller? So it's like...
Every portion is like 10 grams of food.
So damn, so it'll feed her a lot.
It's meant for like, you can do it for a big dog if you wanted to.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But it works best for like small dogs and cats because they don't eat too much.
Yeah, I would imagine you would have to refill that thing like twice a day.
Mm-hmm. But I only fill it like maybe once a week.
I really want to get one for my brother-in-law because he has a cat. And that cat is an asshole.
They would like it. I like talking. I feel like it keeps her from getting anxious when I'm at work. Because during my break I look so fucking stupid, but I go up front and I like talk to my phone and I'm like, baby, hello, and she'll like come and look at the thing and she'll sit and look at it while I talk, and then so I'll be like, I'll see you later, and sometimes she'll like get up and go away, like she knows like I'm here.
That's super cute.
And I think it keeps her from being needy when I come home, because when I come home sometimes now, when I come home usually she'll run to the door and be like, hey. But now sometimes I come home and she's like barely walking out of the room calmly, or she'll just be in the room laying down when I come home because she's like, I heard you an hour ago.
Do you like that?
Yes.
Or nah?
I like it because I know she's comfortable.
Yeah.
I miss her like needing me, but I'd rather her feel comfortable and not like she's abandoned.
But if you always need like that comfort and like want her to need you could just feed her less and starve her.
I guess I could, but I'd rather not. But yeah, I give her 2 portions at nighttime. So
because my brother-in-law said the same thing, because at one point they had one of my nephew's friends stay over a lot, and they were like, this scheming ass cat will con the guy and like be all up on him and be meowing like he's fucking starving when he knows that we just fed his ass and he finished all the food, and he wants to con him, and they like all he can assume is like, oh, he hasn't eaten, and he'll feed him again, and he's just conning these people out of food, like being lovey-dovey.
You haven't seen the don't believe the dog has been fed, don't believe it's bullshit things, like the home sweet home doilies that people have in their homes? There's one that says the dog's been fed, don't believe it's bullshit. There's one for the cat too.
No, that's cute. I want to get one of those. I'm gonna hit up Etsy.
The cat's been fed, don't believe her bullshit.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one of those. I'm gonna get one of those and then one of those. I really hope they appreciate it, but they're always talking about how they want to get rid of the cat because that cat runs out, like it runs out the door, it fucking plays around and then comes back. One day it's gonna get squashed.
It's a wild one.
Yeah, one day it's gonna get squashed.
Boy.
And then I'm gonna get Turbo. He is named appropriately because he is a wild ass cat.
Smooch is definitely a smooch.
She's so
She puts the mooch in smooch.
She can poop. That's like a pooping stance.
No, she's not.
That was me yesterday.
Her tail goes down when she's like trying to figure something out.
That cat is a mess. Because you know what they used to do when he was a kitten? Oh, there was this one little moment. I wish I still had the video. But like when they got him like 2 years ago, he was a little itty bitty kitten, little runt. They had this bowl of food, like that kind of food, dry food, and they had a bunch of other kittens too from the same litter, like 3 maybe. He was like 3, and he was in the bowl. The bowl was like the size of him, bigger. He literally would put his whole upper body in the bowl and was like this.
Have you seen cats that like to crunch?
No.
You know how she'll like put her face down close enough to pick up a piece of food and eat it while she's down there? Some cats will put their face in the food and just...
That's what he was doing. But the other cats were like eating calmly and like and he was just like all in the bowl. It was so cute.
Some cats are pigs.
Yeah, and my nephew was like, that one's mine. Like I went back like a couple months later and they literally would like get the cat and like spin him around and like toss him in the air, and now he acts very appropriately to the way he was treated because he is a bitch. Like you grab him and if he does not want to be grabbed, he's just like
whoever had Smooch before me truly loved her. It's just they couldn't keep her.
Yeah.
So she's a sweet cat.
Yeah, she's really, really sweet. Every time I come over I just like relish in her presence.
She's a very calm animal. She's a lot like me in terms of just being like poised.
Yeah. And she's like not too shy to where she'll run away and like hide.
She'll keep her space, but then she'll be like, oh, you're cool.
Yeah. And she'll come up.
If my human likes you, I guess I.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Kitty, I want a cat.
Oh, until you have to fucking scoop for them.
Do you brush her?
Yeah.
I saw this glove brush where you go whoosh.
Oh yeah, they have
take
those.
it off in
I have a Ferminator. I'll let you use it in a little while. It's really cool.
Scary.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to talk about?
Yes.
Ooh, I had all my points. Miss Vanjie.
So we've gone through quite a bit, but let's start on a light note.
Start. We're an hour and 15 minutes in.
Let's go in on a light note. My last chancla is #WhoBit Beyonce.
What?
So there was a party that took place, and at this party, an alleged actress allegedly bit Beyonce on the face.
Wait.
This is all according to Tiffany Haddish.
Who is Tiffany Haddish? I saw her on Hollywood. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'll show you a clip that will make you love her. Okay. But Tiffany Haddish is telling the story, and she says, I was becoming friends with Beyonce. I am friends with Beyonce. She's used my name in a song. We're cool. Which she has. You know what? They're cool, whatever. And according to the story that Tiffany Haddish told to someone at some media outlet, she said that at this party, an actress walked up, was acting out, and at one point walked up to Beyonce and bit her on the face.
What the fuck? Was she drunk?
Getting there. So, Tiffany.
It was Bella Thorne.
Tiffany being. Tiffany loves Beyonce. That's her queen.
Everybody.
As everyone, Beyonce is the celebrity,
mm-hmm.
truly.
Mm-hmm.
She like transcends celebrity. And Tiffany was like, "Oh my god, do you want me to kick her ass?" Like she literally was like,
and Beyonce said, ready. "Sick 'em."
No, Beyonce said, "No, Tiffany, it's fine. That bitch is on drugs." And I would give my fucking right nut to hear Beyonce on tape, video, what have you, saying, "The bitch is on drugs."
Dang.
The bitch is just high. And she told Tiffany, like, I've met her before. She's not normally like this. This bitch is on drugs. And she left it at that. But she told that story, and the Beehive went a buzzing. And they were like, who is it, Tiffany? Who is it?
Did they find it?
Chrissy Teigen went on Twitter to say that she needed to know. And then she figured it out because she got with John, and they were at the same party, and then they figured it out.
Someone else got bit in the face.
And Chrissy Teigen was the one who was like, I've said too much. Knowledge is not power in this scenario. I can't say anymore. I have to go. And she denies saying who it is now. But allegedly it was Sanaa Lathan, which she is an actress. And she fits the profile. And people were saying she was high and that she was acting out at that party. Where is she from? Or what is she? I don't know.
Some bullshit movie I've never seen.
Some TV shit. Some not Beyonce shit. But who is, if it's not her, as high as I would ever be, I would recognize Beyonce.
Yes.
How do you not recognize?
PCP.
No. She transcends. She transcends hallucination. She is the light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I mean?
Dang.
If everything else is blurry, she's
Well, were
in
they
4K.
homies? Like she said that they've met before.
She said that they've met before, and she said that like they were like
cordial.
Allegedly, yeah, cordial. But she said tonight this bitch is just on drugs. The bitch is on drugs, and Tiffany Haddish said, "Fine, I'll leave her alone."
I wish I could see Beyonce. Beyonce, because
just being like, she's just on drugs.
This bitch is just on drugs.
The bitch is on drugs. I'm assuming this is where she would have bit her on the face, because I couldn't imagine getting bit on the cheek.
Imagine getting bit on the forehead.
But like, truly, like, what the fuck? Who puts their nasty ass regular person?
How do you even get that close to be like? Is it like a kiss where you're like, and you just fucking go for a gnaw? Like, how do you even?
It's Beyonce.
It's Beyonce.
Time passes as you approach her face.
Beyonce infiltrates our episode once again.
She just
transcends.
She's perpetually hot topic. I can't not mention Beyonce. She's too good. She's too good for us.
How do you even get that close? I can only imagine that that's a situation like she went in for a hug or like a little Hollywood kiss, a little 1-2 smooch, and she just went.
But
she Tysoned it.
I'm surprised Beyonce didn't punch her in the fucking face.
She wouldn't. She was surrounded by
Beyonce
people.
could punch her in the face and she'd get arrested. The girl who bit her would get arrested.
Yeah.
On drugs. Yeah. Like Beyonce could like hire a mob to kill her and that girl would get arrested.
Yeah.
They'd take her corpse and they'd lock her up. Like I couldn't imagine. I would love to hear Beyonce say, "The bitch is on drugs."
I know.
That bitch is on drugs.
I wonder if she got like upset. I would if my face got bit.
I'd probably be mad
too.
On
drugs.
She allegedly went up to Jay-Z and started saying like, "This bitch just bit my face. Oh my god, get her out of here." And she just didn't want her there anymore. Yeah. But she wasn't like mad at her. She was just like, she's just on drugs. Wasn't like, she just needs to go.
Security.
Yeah.
Oh, that's ugly.
Just like, somebody please show this woman out. She needs to go home.
She just bit my face.
It's time.
I'm Beyonce.
Her time has come. She needs to leave.
I'm Beyonce. She just bit my face.
Yeah, her career wasn't over, and Sanaa Lathan has obviously denied it. But like, who would confirm?
Who would bite her face? That is such a weird thing to do to anybody. Like, even if it's not Beyonce, if you could have said anybody's name in that spot, and it's just like, why would they bite your face?
Melania Trump.
I mean, I wouldn't bite her face.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like it would ooze.
I'd be like, let's go for some wine. Let's talk.
I feel like if
What are you doing,
her
sis?
hand is her like holding her hands is like a Stretch Armstrong. That's what she reminds me of.
What? What is that?
The Stretch Armstrong dolls.
Oh, the dolls that like elastic dolls. Have you seen the the Incredibles trailer?
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel?
I like it.
It looks. I was kind of underwhelmed. It's like the mom is doing all the
superhero work. It's her turn.
Yeah.
I like that Violet's powers have been improved.
The little kid.
The little boy Jack.
Jack.
I like the combustion imminent. What does that mean? And he gets set on fire. And
Yeah.
he like bangs on the door, and Edna looks at him and she's like, "It means fire, Robert."
I'm so excited.
Your baby
for that
sets
movie.
himself on fire. Get used to it. But she made his suit fire resistant, which is nice.
Yeah.
What do you think the baby will be doing? Well, I don't know, darling. Luck favors are prepared. I just love her so much.
I should dress up like her for Halloween. Am I short enough?
I want to be Elastigirl so I can show off my ass.
With a butt.
Elastigirl's thick. She's one thick bitch.
She really is, and she's snatched.
The scene
have
where
to
she
get
like
cinched.
sees her butt in the outfit, and she's just like.
Ah!
Have you not seen that?
No.
Where in the first movie, she finally gets like a glance of herself in her super suit,
Yeah.
and she looks at herself in the mirror and she like touches her butt and she's like, "Fuck," because she realizes she has a fat ass.
Things have changed.
Yeah.
Motherhood has changed me.
Yes.
She is thick though.
She a thick
She's
one.
she's
She's
what is
too
it?
thick
Curvy,
to quit.
curvy thick.
She's slim thick.
Slim thick. Slim thick.
Slim thick.
I hate that.
I appreciate.
I appreciate that it's a genre of body yaddy yaddy.
a genre of body, a
But
descriptor.
I just hate it because I'm not part of it. That's why.
I know. I want to be slim thick,
I want to be slim.
just like regular bitch thick.
Reg bitch thick.
I'm just
I
like
wanna
I'm
be-
Reggie thick.
I want to be run of the mill thick,
Run in the mill thick.
but I'm run to the hills slim.
I'm into the hill slim. You're dumb. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that real quick because fuck whoever did that.
Because people out here buying people's faces.
It's messy.
And we're not here for it.
The messiest Bessie. The messiest Becky.
That's what she.
Is this new?
That's what she looked like. Relatively, not really.
You got it recently.
Yeah.
Because you had an uglier one before this.
I had a regular silver one and I had a regular
It
gold
was like
one. that I
missing a
never wore.
tooth.
No, it wasn't.
I thought it was.
It's regular, but like the little rod in the middle would slip out.
Right, so you got a new one. Good for you. I'm happy for
I
you.
stole this one because it was.
I
it
stole
was.
something too today.
It was already like off of the packaging and on top of it, and I was just like, this is not like attached to anything. I had literally had to put no effort. I was just like, I put it on my backpack strap. I was just like, because I was already. I was already
destiny.
Yeah, I was already wearing the other clip. The
You
silver
truly manifested your destiny.
Yeah, I was like, someone already did all the work. I'd be stupid to not take this. And so I just went.
Fuck corporate America.
I'm like, I could have bought this in the past. Hey, baby.
She's just
What did you steal?
I can't tell you on camera, but
I
I'll show
haven't
you.
stolen anything in a very long time. I'm very proud of myself.
I didn't. I mean, I meant to steal it. Okay, so let me just get into it. I stole something from a place that we frequent, and someone left it in my vicinity. And I did the right thing, and I turned it in. No, don't get into it. So they left it in my vicinity, and I was like, "Ooh, I want this. It's my size. It's cute. It's even like an interesting brand." And
I don't know what you're talking about now.
No, yeah, I didn't tell you.
Okay.
But they left it there, and then I was like, "No, let me do the right thing," and turned it into the proper channels. Did that, gave the bitch 3 days, whoever it was, and then I went up to the proper channels and I said, "Hey, do you still have this?" And they're like, "Yeah," and I was like, "It's fine."
Finders keepers, losers sweep us.
So I kept it, and what I would say about that is I did the right thing at first.
You tried. You really did try.
Yeah, and I will say that the person I gave it to, like, to turn into the proper.
Was it $1 million?
No,
That's my size.
wouldn't be doing this shit. At least we're doing it on a higher level. But what
We'd have
happened?
4 lights.
No, what I know, we'd have a total of 4 lights, 2 cats,
3 feeders.
3 feeders. 4 different phones. But I when I tried to turn it in at first, the person who I gave it to was like, I told her, I was like, oh, well, this was here and it's been there all day. And they like looked at me and they're like, are you sure it's not yours?
I'm like, actually, yes.
I should have just, I didn't catch the cue until I like gave it to them. I was like, no. And I like, gave it to them because I'm fucking me. And you know me, I don't like realize things immediately.
Yeah.
And then like 10 seconds later, I'm like, oh, fuck. So that happened, and I told my coworker, and they were like, "You're dumb."
Yeah.
They were like, "No, you have to wait." And I made someone I know go get it.
Oh, okay. So you weren't the one that go get it. Okay.
I was like, just tell them it's this and this, and there's this and that. And they were like, "Oh, okay." And they gave it to her, and she like was like, "Thank you so much," and she put it on and walked away. And then she like came to my desk with it on, and she was like, "So you want this?"
There you go.
Yeah.
You just had someone do your bidding.
Nancy.
Look at my laugh.
That's rhythm, mama.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But yeah, it was a journey. I got what I wanted out of it.
You're a mess.
It worked. She didn't do my bidding. I just told her what to do.
That's your bidding.
I mean, I loved it though.
Did you try it on before you turned it in? Oh my god. That's so funny.
Yeah, I will. I thought I'm used to it being women's clothing, but you know.
Is it true that the buttons are on the other side of the? Well, I once a time I wore a big flannel because I was really into. I still am to really big flannels.
I'll show you. I have a shitload of sweaters so you can see.
Yeah, and my dad looked at it, and it was very obviously like thrifted.
You'll take one look at it and be like, oh shit, no wonder you took it. This is you.
Yeah.
I feel like someone did it on purpose.
Maybe.
Somebody like saw me and they were like, oh.
Maybe they like you.
Let me hit this bitch one time with something.
Maybe they have a crush on you and they wanted to give you a free cardigan.
If only I could find someone to facilitate that habit.
Your cardigan addiction.
That's the first thing, Nancy. You know. If you know how I feel, then why would you say that?
You know cardigans are my kink.
Don't kink shame me. Don't cardigan shame me. Literally, like that's just what I love.
Yeah, they're comfy, and they have pockets.
They're open in the front, and you know how I feel about like sometimes having to flip. Everyone makes fun of me for wearing my cardigans backwards at work.
They shouldn't.
Everyone does.
Okay, so just to recap, go listen to Invasion of Privacy. Go listen to the new Drake. Go listen to the new Nicki. Do whatever you want.
Give it a try.
Yeah. See if it's your shush.
If it's your jush.
Did I say that right?
Your jush.
Your jush. Your dush. See if it's your judge. Go watch A Quiet Place because it's a good movie.
Yeah.
What
Go listen to Beyonce because facts.
Go watch.
She's the artist of the century.
Is that still on Netflix? YouTube.
I know you can watch like clips, but you can't watch the whole thing.
You missed out, bitch.
It's available on someone's Google Drive.
Yeah, someone recorded it. Someone recorded their screen.
Because people on Tumblr share a link for a Google Drive.
You better get on that Google Drive.
I know.
That's where Google Drive is really. They need to be careful with that because that is file sharing.
Big Brother's watching.
Big Brother is watching. They thought LimeWire was a mess. You can do documents, spreadsheets, videos, photos on Google Drive.
You can do it all.
It's a new Pirate Bay.
It really is.
Yeah, and then what else did we talk about? I feel like we talked about a lot.
Yeah.
I can't even remember anymore.
Fuck whoever bit Beyonce on the face.
Go get them. Go after them. Sick them.
Xanthi, I see you with that McRib thing.
Oh.
Godspeed.
You know, if you have an opinion, voice it because maybe one day you'll just be a meme.
She is a meme.
She was
big in 2015 and she's making rounds again, getting more followers.
Do it. This is a time. Flourish.
Flourish. Florinda.
I think that's so silly.
Yeah.
For a McRib. Hashtag.
Check your McRibilege.
Goodbye.
Thanks so much for watching Scrambled Podcast, dude and dudettes.
I'm leaving. Dude and dudettes.
Oh, hang on. We didn't get any of this.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I like her neck's just like down here. You probably don't want your.
Look at this.
Look at this. Look at this.
The most unfazed animal that I've ever had.
She's just like, okay, glad that's over.
She truly doesn't give a fuck.
She literally just went.
I want to be down here. Okay, so Dunzos. Bye. Yes. Yes. What about you?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey. We're not perfectly centered.
Wow, these fucking lashes. I can't.
You still have them on?
Yes.
You've got a lot going on.
I'm gonna take them off at the end of the night.
You truly have a lot going on tonight.
I really do.
Oh, excuse me. Thank you.
So many plans, so many lashes. It's just a lot, you know. I just have a lot going on. This is really cute. Actually, no, it's not.
You're hoping.
Lip gloss. 1, 2, 3, 4 lip glosses. 2 highlights. A blush. 3 quads or whatever. 2 eyeliners and a setting spray. And a lip scrub. Primer water. Nah.
Stupid. From Wet n Wild?
Yeah.
I mean.
The quads are cute and I would like those.
Oh, they have like that big top spray thing. Mm-hmm. Whatever. Okay. What ear?
Okay.
Okay.
Is that right? I'm sorry.
Whew, mama. Got a lot going on this week.
How long has it been since we last filmed?
At least 2 weeks.
Like 2-3 weeks, right?
Because I had like a week to edit and then a week passed after I posted it.
Mm-hmm.
So about 2 weeks.
By 2 weeks. It's been a minute.
Yeah. How do you say weeks in Spanish?
Semanas.
2 semanas. Semanas.
I could have just lied to you. I could have said like falafel or something. I don't know.
Dos putas.
Dos putas. You know that word.
Now that would have been the perfect name for our podcast.
What if?
But I mean,
and doesn't have to try or script anything to be funny. Girl, keep it together.
She's mad because she doesn't have any more food.
I know she went to go check. Did you see that?
She looked at me. Pastor Fupa.
Oh my God! One of our coworkers today was saying, we were talking about like our bad eating habits and our decisions, and she was like, "What is this called? A loofah?" And she
was it Emma?
Perla.
Olive? Oh yeah.
She's like, "My loofah's getting so big," and I was like, "You mean a fupa?" And she's like, "It looks like a loofah now." And I'm like, "Oh my God."
Oh God.
It was so funny. I
so
died.
silly.
I was like, I fucking snorted. I fell apart.
Is charro.
She's like, "It looks like a loofah now."
I love
like
it.
it's a fupa.
Okay.
It's so funny.